Welcome to the Maiden edition of NASS This Week on EkoHot TV. My name is Comfort Olayinka. On Tuesday, the 13th of June, the National Assembly inaugurated the 10th Assembly and the election of the Speaker and the Senate President were conducted. Right Honourable Tajudeen Abass, representing Zaria Federal Constituency of Kaduna State, emerged winner of the speakership contest of the 10th House of Representatives with a massive victory of 353 votes. While Senator Godswill Akpabio emerged winner of the Senate President election, Akpabio polled 63 votes, defeating his rival Senator Abdulaziz Yari.
Those who are in support of the motion say aye, and those who are against it say nay. The ayes have it.
We are in plenary now. Please, all non-members should please take their leaves.
On Wednesday, the 14th of June, Honourable Femi Gbajabiamila moved a motion on the need to commence active measures to mitigate the probable devastative of a severe flood season and prepare palliative intervention to prevent the worst socio-economic consequences for Nigerians in the affected area. Honourable Femi, who was the Speaker of the Ninth Assembly, resigned to resume the position of the Chief of Staff to the President.
Feelings that I want to at this time, at this moment, at this hour, and at this minute, present to you and the Honourable House my letter of resignation from this House.
Our prayers will continue to be with you. Thank you and good luck. Thank you. Thank you.
Honourable Sani Madaki of Kano State moved a motion on urgent need to implement palliative measures to mitigate the effect of fuel subsidy removal on Nigerians. The Japa Syndrome motion moved by Honourable Philip Agbese of Benue State on Thursday, the 15th of June, was rejected by the House. Honourable Ahmed Mohamed Munir moved a motion on the need to address the lingering issues of guard flaring by oil and gas companies.
To move the motion for a need to declare emigration of young Nigerians abroad, also known as Japa Syndrome. Japa is a Yoruba word for people who are running away from the country.
Just introduce this motion as it is. It looks nationalistic, but it contravenes the provisions of the Constitution. It's the liberty of a Nigerian, if he is qualified and he is normal and he has all the grant rights of movement anywhere he wants. It's the right of a Nigerian, if he has the correct qualification, to go for anywhere to source a living. The Constitution of Nigeria allows even dual citizenship, talk less of moving somewhere to earn a living. If we allow this motion on this floor, it contravenes the provisions of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. I so move, Mr. Speaker.
Those who are against you say nay.
No.
The nays have it.
The Speaker of the House of Representatives, Right Honourable Tajudeen Abass, has appointed Honourable Wale Raji, a member representing Ekpe Federal Constituency of Lagos State, as the Chairman ad hoc Committee on Welfare. Honourable Julius Ihonvere of Onwa Constituency, Edo State, was also appointed amongst others. The ad hoc committees were saddled with the responsibility of effective running of the House pending the announcement of the Standing Committee Chairman. Stay with us as we bring you the interviews segment for the week.
As the name indicates, is about creating the enabling environment for members to perform their legislative roles, starting from allocation of offices, allocation of seats in the chamber, and later on, office equipment, ensuring that the facility is functioning optimally to enhance productivity, ensuring that the lifts are working, ensuring that the cooling system is in order, and what have you. So generally, the committee is charged with responsibility of creating the enabling environment for members to perform and for the assembly to function effectively.
Well, you saw what happened in the chamber. In a sense, it was a controversial motion because I understand that not many of my colleagues are familiar with the issues, the pains as it is today. What I was trying to raise on the floor of the House is just a question for the future of this country. It is something for the next generation of this country. Whereas in China, in India, and other parts of the world, it is part of their foreign policy for their young brains to migrate abroad, study, work, and return back to their country. It is not tied to our national policy in Nigeria. So when you see the high level of migration from Nigeria to other parts of the world, including nearby countries like Ghana and Togo, it is because something is fundamentally wrong.
I 100% agree with the unanimous decision that there was no need for the issue of a bill on Japa syndrome or whatever it's called. Most members feel that there is a constitutional obligation that gives citizens freedom of movement and association to pursue anything that will enhance their lives. Apart from that, there's a provision under the directive principle of state policy. I think section either 14, 16 or 18 or that about the Constitution, that puts a primary responsibility of government to ensure educational rights are protected, a right to free education, rights, compulsory primary and secondary education. You have issues that has to do with government protecting lives and properties and making life easy for citizens. If you have not put these things in place, you have not created employment, you have not created jobs, you have not secured lives and properties. You didn't even train them in school, you didn't pay their school fees. And then you now want to make a law or make a resolution that will try to focus on discouraging them not to travel abroad. The foundational reason for travel abroad is it not failure and inability of government to fulfill its objective under section 14, 16, and 17 or 18 of the Constitution. So you once have to find a way to address the government failures. Before we talk, how do you discourage a man who has not eaten his money from going abroad? How do you discourage a man who didn't go to school, who wants to find a way to survive from not going abroad? So if you want to tackle the issue of not going abroad, you have to address the remote causes, which is hinged on failure of government to provide basic things of life for the citizen, from education, social security, to economic rights, and so on and so on. So the failure of government is the reason. So even if you move a motion 100 times today, you cannot stop a man that is hungry from jumping even into a ship to go to abroad. So I think that the foundational focus should be on the economic stimulus laws that the president is about to send to the parliament. Focus should also be on how to create employments and jobs for the people. And that's the only way you can stop Japa.
It's clear to all and sundry that Honourable Tajudeen Abass is the man of the people. You can see the result of the election. It's been overwhelming, it's unprecedented. It's never happened in the history of parliamentary democracy in Nigeria that a speaker will emerge. We saw the magnitude of over 98% of members that are present in the House of Representatives. So, well, of course, we're all looking for quality representation. I think they have it. They have quality representation in need. We're looking for a voice for the voiceless. I'm sure they already know that they have a voice in the Parliament of Nigeria. They're looking for the dividends of democracy. They're very assured that I, by the grace of God, will bring in the dividends of democracy.
Well, he has done wonderfully well, because the truth of the matter is, I don't think in the history of this country, any president has achieved what he has achieved in the last 2 weeks. What he has done in the last 2 weeks, I don't think there's any other president in the history of this country that has done that. So that means this man is prepared. That means this man was ready for the job. And as soon as he came into office, he started the work straight away. So he's done wonderfully well.
Well, I think it's a very good step moving forward. It shows that the president has courage, he has commitment, and is taking the right decision at the right time. We've been hearing about allegations and rumors about abuse of power and office and so on and so forth. You cannot remain in office while being investigated. So he's been suspended. That is good for Nigeria. Moving forward, even if he's found innocent and the allegations are all dismissed, the presidency has the right to either ask him to go back and finish his tenure or deploy him elsewhere.
We have come to the end of today's edition of NASS This Week. Join us same time next week for another interesting edition. My name is Comfort Olayinka. Bye for now.